Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. In this video, I want to introduce you to Pacifica. It's a Perp DEX that settles on Solana. So let's call it a Solana-oriented Perp DEX. Interesting stuff. We know that Perp DEXs have a very strong narrative at the moment, even over the course of time. Even with respect to airdrops, they usually provide hugest valued airdrops because generally there are not many perp dex traders. I'm not a perp dex trader myself in general, but lately I've been trading perps. Okay. We've heard of hyperliquid in the past, even on the basis of my minimal participation there. The value of the airdrop was tangible. These projects, they end up high value upon TGE because they generate a lot of revenue for their sustainability and so on. We learned of Aster recently, Avantis, all high valuation projects post TGE. Now, airdrops are not promised, but Pacifica interestingly has a point system. So you earn points for your activity on Pacifica. Now, what you can do on Pacifica at the moment, mind you, Pacifica is in its early stages. So it's invite only. You will need an invite. You can use Web3 wikis, same name as my Twitter, but the link will be in the description. Assuming you went to Pacifica directly and it requires an invite, you can use my Twitter name, Web3 Wikis. Let me just show you. Although in the description, the direct link to Pacifica will be there that has an invite already incorporated. So while that's loading, we all know what you can do on a Perp DEX. This video is more of an overview video, not yet a tutorial. I'm learning a lot about Perp DEXs now. It's not as tough as people think, even me think it is. There are a lot of hedging techniques and stuff like that. Okay. So you can use Web3 Wikis, my username on X, to join Pacifica. Okay. So next generation hybrid exchange, we'll talk about the technicalities of it in another video. Okay. So now the good thing with Perp DEXs is you can trade volatility even when the markets are bearish. You can still trade it. It's about predicting the price via a long or short. Then you can use leverage, up to 50x leverage on Bitcoin. Different assets have their own leverage, a wide range of assets you will find on here. Okay. Then in the next video, we'll talk about hedging and all that. At the very least, you want to use your take profit and stop loss. So that's something I've not been using when dealing with perp dexes. That's why I've experienced the losses I've experienced for the most part. But if you incorporate take profit and stop loss every time, then you'll be safe, autonomously, even in your absence. The trades will be executed. Your take profit and stop loss parameters will be. Then you can also I don't know yet. I will discuss that in another video. Top up your margin to give it more longevity, push back the liquidation price and stuff like that. So not all prep dexes offer that. I'm going to figure out if Pacifica does in the next video. So we'll talk about that in the next video because there is, I don't know if this is, so percentage of total capital used across all positions. Okay, so this one is it's make use of cross margin by default. So simply by topping up your balance, you don't need to top up your margin. All your open positions will take. So let's say that your position is up and at a loss and it's nearing liquidity price. I like this. You can simply top up with a deposit and it will push back your liquidity, your liquidation price. So of course you deposit USDC on Solana. Minimum deposit is $10 and then you can get started. Volume, you generate volume tangibly here because you are going in with a leverage. Bringing us to the end of this video, check out Pacifica. In the description, there are also a bunch of other platforms of interest in the narrative of Perp DEX. That's the strongest narrative at the moment. You want projects that are high uh, revenue generating. in general, those are the sustainable projects in Web3. Bringing us to the end of this video. To conclude with this video, ensure that you visit airdropc.com and you submit your email to subscribe to airdrop reminders. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop prospects. Each will have its own publication tutorial coming soonest to subscribers. So submit your email here. Contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. Subscribe to Web3 Wikis on all socials. Stay awesome, take action.